What is up, everyone? It is your boy Fry. Today we're gonna be looking at my top 10 favorite rap vocal plugins. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So basically, all of these are just cool options to crafting your sound, and I'll just kind of give you the ones that I use on a regular basis. So the first one is the Air Windows Bass Color 4. Air Windows is spelled like this. You can go and get these plugins for free, and also support Chris. He makes these plugins free of charge, from what I believe. But yeah, basically I like this plugin because you can add on a very analog character to your vocal sound, or even your instrumental. If the instrumental sounds a bit dry, you can give it a bit of this. And what it has on it, it has a bunch of different colors, which are basically different configurations from different consoles. So maybe, for example, this could be an SSL. I think Chris does go through which colors, or based on what types of consoles. But I'll just, my voice is rooted to this channel, so I'll just give an example of what it sounds like. And if I use the dark sound and I drive the input and turn down the output, you get a different, slightly different tone, not really distinguishable. The lush you can kind of hear has a bit of harmonics on it. I'm driving it a bit hard. But yeah, you can use the wet and dry knob. So, one little trick I do use is basically just to use the lidless amount of dry, and, just to do this. And basically just to really drive this plugin, as you can see, that distorts, but really just do that, and it gives it that bit of like analog distortion, and you can kind of choose a color that you like, and you can get a nice little vocal that punches through. It kind of sounds like it was recorded in a studio, nice and hot. So yeah, the next one, which really is my favorite plugin of all time, which it should be yours too, is an EQ, right? I got a bit of boxiness in my voice, which I've left there just for this example, and there you go. You can just kind of get rid of everything in there, and just fix up your voice before using any fancy effects. It's very important to EQ your voice. I'll just leave this on. And yeah, the next one, which is a really nice EQ, which I generally add onto the end of a vocal chain, so generally be at the bottom, is the Maggie Q, which is by Plugin Alliance. I think UAD also have a version of this, but I don't have a UAD card, so this is the one we use. And this is really nice just for getting rid of things incrementally. So even reducing the sub EQ. I don't know what the curve looks like on this EQ, but it's just a really nice EQ to have. For example, if I do need a bit of 2.5, you can kind of hear how abrupt it is as an EQ. It kind of has a very definite sound, very metallic sound. I quite like it. This is another trick which people use, is boosting the 40K and just lifting up the air. As you can hear how much air and presence is brought into my voice. Even though it's lifting up 40K, I guess it does kind of start at 10K or whatever, but if you do start it here, it's much more apparent, and as you go up, it's much more subtle. So yeah, very nice plugin. We might as well just even keep that on just a little bit. As you can hear, we're getting better and better with our vocal chain. And yeah, the next one is the DSO, right? This is my favorite DSO, the RDSO. The reason I like it is because I really like the Renaissance bundle by Waves. Really awesome plugins. Yeah, the reason I like this one is you got the side chain, so you can kind of hear. Let me just. You can kind of audition what you want to EQ. DS, and yes, it's a really nice one. I got my 7.7 special, which is personally my favorite type of DS. So you could also go for 4,325, I think it is. You got two options here. You can just kind of DS. But what I really like about this plugin is it's so transparent. All of the Renaissance plugins are very transparent, but they have this kind of steroid vibe to them. And yeah, really nice plugins. So yeah, the next one I'd like to go for is the Pull Tech or Puke Tech by Jack Joseph, in Waves. Really nice plugin just for, this is kind of the second EQ I would use after the parametric, just to kind of give the vocal a bit of character. So if there is a bit too much, and it is kind of, I think there are tubes inside the original version of this. So as you can hear, it does add like a very vintage sound, if I could describe it as that, to your vocal. And one trick I usually use this for is just to kind of get rid of a bit of the boxiness, right, at 100. So as you can hear there, it gets a lot more kind of thin, just kind of 1 to 2 is really enough. And also just if you've got too much high end, it's just really nice to kind of get rid of that. As you can hear, my voice is nicely low passed, and it's really natural. It's really got a large slope on it. You can kind of emulate the different characteristics, but I don't know, I've never really heard too much difference using these, but other than noise. So yeah, really, this is kind of just me ranting about certain plugins, but really nice plugins overall. You know, the EQ one end, and there's also the mid band version where you can actually reduce some of the mid band. This one you can only increase the mid band, but really nice to cut some of this and then increase some of 16K. As you can hear, it kind of adds this really interesting sound to your vocals. So yeah, pretty cool plugin. Some really cool presets as well. Dean Voxes, check that out just for interest's sake. Yeah, you know, kind of a rock style vocal. And then yeah, this is basically, I'm using this, let's just turn that off. I'm using this compressor right now on my vocal chain, and this is pretty much my favorite compressor. The reason why, it's just easy, you know, just kind of increase the gain a little bit, you know, add some peak reduction on there, and you know, really just crushes your voice in a really nice way. Absolutely love this plugin. Definitely my favorite. You got a gain reduction, display, input, and output. Really simple plugin. No need to really go into depth on that. Another favorite within the rap community is the RVox, right? Because this is basically a limiter and a compressor all in one. Well, limiters are compressors, but you know, and a noise gate. So you can basically just, you know, gate, you know, wherever you're not speaking. So there's cool. You could even go up to there. Really, you know, just make sure not to get rid of anything. And you know, one little trick that I've seen people on the internet do is just to kind of compress it like this, you know, and then let's just try and click on one. You know, as you can see, I have compressed my voice, and then just to lift it up a little bit, you know, so now you're kind of left with this really upfront, you know, rap vocal, as you can hear right there. Yeah, really simple plugin, really easy to use. You know, great for if you're not too, you know, into the technical side of engineering. You can kind of just slap this on and, you know, compress to your heart's content. Really nice. And next but not least, I don't know, it's so hot where I am right now. It's pretty hard to concentrate on everything. But you know, the reason I love the Fruity limiter is because and I'm really up close to the mic today, sorry about that. The reason I love this plugin so much is because it has a display, and it is, you know, within FL Studio. I don't know about if you buy it as a standalone plugin, but you know, this is amazing, right? Being able to just kind of see your voice and, you know, see the peaks and all of that, you know, on the master bus. This is really nice. You know, you can kind of figure out where to compress. So let's say we wanted to just kind of, you know, get rid of all of that, you know, we can kind of turn the ratio up to 2:1 or 1:5, and there you go, we're compressing, you know. You can add some makeup gain. Really beautiful plugin here. You've got a noise gate on here. You know, you can kind of set the threshold and then kind of get rid of, yeah, anything you want. And yeah, really amazing plugin, really versatile. It's got sidechain options within FL. It's got limiting options, you know. The reason I like this one more than a lot of other limiters, for example, like the L2 or L1, which I'm using on the master bus here, is that, you know, when you drop the ceiling on the Waves plugins, it actually reduces the output level. But with the FL, if I just decide to kind of set it to -9, for example, you know, it's just gonna set it to -9 and just brick wall there. So really amazing stuff, really nice plugin. Yeah, and pretty much this is another great plugin by Waves, which, you know, is definitely a favorite among the rap community, is the HDelay. And the reason why this is so versatile is just, I mean, look at all the options we have here. You know, it's just your normal plugin, but just it has a sound to it that many other delays don't have. You know, it's got the analog emulations on it. I think the one that sits right next to or is better than is the Echo Boy by Soundtoys, but it's very expensive, so I chose to go this route. And yeah, I mean, you just got tons and tons of you know, presets, which I love. You know, I mean, if we just click on, I mean, I don't really want to go through all these because it'll just get crazy, but something amazing just to try out is the slap delay insert. So as you can hear right now, it's kind of added that nice little rap sound, and you can just you know, use a little bit, and there you go. You got this really nice slap delay room sound. Just awesome plugin. You know, you can add on that lo-fi sound, mess around with the analog emulations, and boom, you know, you getting work. Something else is just, you know, use the wet and dry within FL, which is a really nice option, and you know, the world is yours. You can play around. The next one, which is really just a bonus plugin, but is the Korg MDEX. I got this with, you know, this little Korg plugin I got years ago, but I mean, if you just look at the presets, this is crazy. And the cool thing about this plugin is, as you can see, when it's in reverb mode, right, it's got all the little reverb knobs, but if you shift it over to, let's say, a compressor, you know, it's turned into a compressor. So it's a really interesting plugin that kind of Okay, let me just use the presets over here. As you can see, it modifies itself as you go along. And you know, once in a while you'll find a really cool plugin that'll just work for your track, you know what I mean? Modulation, delays. What's up, everybody? Hope you enjoyed the show. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What? Dexter? A what? A Dexter? Dexter? Yeah. Okay. Yo, really, like, I mean, listen to that, that's crazy, you know? Yo. Yeah, analog limiter, I mean, all sorts of really cool options. Let me just get this away. You know, we've got all sorts of low Uzi type sounds, you know, overdrive, you know, just a little bit of harmonic distortion, really massive reverb. You know, my favorite is the stereo doubling, which is kind of like a fake psycho, you know, sound. But what's really cool about this is it really sounds like a lot of the anime. It sounds like the effects that are used on kind of Japanese records and anime songs and all of that, you know, that the guitar sounds and all of that really sound like Korg. So yeah, try this out, and you know, hope there's something you like here. Go ahead and purchase one of these plugins. They're really good. It is your boy Farai signing out. It is a Friday afternoon. We're chilling out making YouTube videos because we love to do it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.